Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, I've got my top picks and recommendations for the Sephora VIB sale, which is starting today, April 17th, and I think it will probably run for about a week. Today starts Rouge, which is if you're a Rouge customer, you're going to be getting 20% off there today, and then next week we'll start VIBs, I want to say, and they get 15% off, and after that will be Beauty Insider, they get 10% off. This year I'm going to do it a little differently because, I am sensitive to the fact that we're in a pandemic and a lot of people have been separated from their jobs, their income, their livelihood. They're worried about much more important things than what makeup they're going to buy and getting 20% off. But I do also understand that there are people who are still shopping. Anyway, that's why I'm going to go ahead with this video, but I am going to give it a little twist and also recommend some dupes because I did just put up a dupes video on last Friday, and a lot of the things that I'm recommending here that I usually do buy at Sephora in the sale, I duped in that video. So if you want to see that video, I'll link it right up here for you. You can bounce over and take a look at that one, but I'll also link the dupes from that video in the information box below this video, and I'll mention them and talk about them briefly here. Anyway, let's get started looking at my top picks for the Sephora VIB event. So the one thing that I show you every single year for this VIB event is the NuFace, and I'm going to show it to you again because this is such a wonderful little gadget that I absolutely love, and I feel like especially during these times when we're stuck at home and we can't get out to our facialist or our dermatologist for some of our treatments that we normally like to have, we now have time to do some of our treating our skin at home, and self-care is so important. I've been using this for 3 years now consistently, and I just love what this does for my skin. I just feel like it makes my whole face like so much more lifted, and it just kind of keeps my jowly wrinkles at bay and kind of lifts this part up here and keeps my nasal labial folds from looking too like deep and flattened and everything. So I use it every day. I swear by it. I've heard from so many of you that you have gotten it because of me and that you absolutely love it. But of course, consistency is the key with something like this, right? Definitely got to be consistent. So today is the day that it is on sale, 20% off. I did look around for some other sales. There is one going on at Skin Store where it's 25% off, and it was available Wednesday. I don't know if it will still be available on Friday. If it is available today, I will link it in the info box below. This model is the Trinity. It has different heads that pop on and off. I also have the ELE attachment. I love this, especially if you have the drooping hooded eyes. This really helps to lift your hoods. Not that I want you to spend money if you don't have it to spend on this, because it is a spendy item, but if you were saving up for it and you were looking forward to getting it at a discount and using this time that we're trapped inside to really work on your hooded eyes, really work on lifting your face, like dedicate the time to do it every single day, this is a great time to do it and a great time to get it. People often ask me if they, don't want to spend the money on this one, can they just go ahead and get the mini? And I always say yes, absolutely. If you don't think you would ever use any of the attachments, get the mini. The current is the same. Now, something that is in my cart that I always buy during the Sephora sale is the NuFace Gel Primer. This is my favorite gel primer to use with the NuFace, and I buy the big 10-ounce bottle, and this lasts me a half a year. So every time there's a sale, one in the spring, one in the fall, I pick up a bottle of this. This is my favorite because it's really soothing on my skin, and it also can be skincare. So, you kind of wash your face before you do your treatment, and then you put this on, and then you can rub it in if you want to. I don't, I wash it off. But if you want to use it as skincare, you can. The dupe that I have for you for this is the Target Up and Up 97.7% aloe gel, and that's a really nice gel that you can use with your NuFace, and it will conduct the current really well. But it does irritate my skin ever so slightly. Like, it's not even that it irritates my skin, it just has some kind of like vapors that waft up into my eyes and make them water a little bit. So if your eyes are less sensitive than mine and they're not going to be bothered by that, then go ahead and pick that one up. Then another thing that I always buy in the sale is my Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I love this cleansing balm. I use it as my first step oil-based cleanse to really melt away all of my makeup, and then I do follow it up with a second cleanse, but this one is really the one that removes my makeup so quickly, so easily. I love it. I did dupe this in the dupes video, so I will link the dupe as well in the information box below this video. The dupe for this is the Pond's Cleansing Balm, and that takes off makeup just about as well as this, and the ingredients are very, very similar. All right, next up is another item that's in my cart because I just ran out of this and I am loving this. This is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Lotion, and this bottle was sent to me in PR, and you know that I love something if it was sent to me in PR and then I go out and purchase it. This contains 5 different ceramides. It also has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E, and it's a really lightweight gel texture. I really love this because I feel like it doesn't add any weight. You know, my nighttime routine is where I use more of my heavy hitters and a lot of my more heavy occlusive things to kind of lock in moisture on my skin, but I do use a lot of different products and a lot of different layers to get all the ingredients that I want, and this is just a lightweight way to get more ceramides and more hyaluronic acid into my skincare routine. So really loving that. So that's in my cart. I am going to be purchasing one of those. And the dupe for that, of course, is the CeraVe PM lotion. This one has ceramides and niacinamide, and it's a great little lotion. I've been using it in my skincare routine for 7 years now. I use it in the morning, and then sometimes I do use it at night as well. Then also in skincare is a little self-tanner that I just tried. This is the Isle of Paradise self-tanning drops. I purchased it in the medium shade. I really like these little drops. It's kind of a cool idea in self-tanning where instead of buying like a full bottle of self-tanner, you just get this little bottle of drops and then you add it to your favorite moisturizer. You guys know that I love that Alpha Skincare Renewal Lotion for my body, and rather than having to add a separate self-tanner, I just add some drops of this to it, and then I'm like self-tanning, and it works really, really well. You have to use a lot more than they tell you to on here to get like a tan out of it. Like I think on here it says to use like 2 or 3 drops. Maybe they're talking about your face, but if you're using it for your body, you really need to use like 2 or 3 droppers. I'm not repurchasing this right now because I still have enough in here to last me a while, but I am purchasing another product of theirs to try out. It's called their Disco Tan, and it's one of these immediate self-tanners. It's more like a bronzing makeup that you would put on your body just to get an instant bronze that then washes off the next time you wash, because a lot of times when I'm filming like a lookbook or a try-on, I just need to tan my lower legs for the day, and I don't want to have to wait for a tan to develop overnight. And so I am going to try out that product and see how that one is. But the dupe that I have for you for that one, it's the L'Oreal Sublime Bronze Self-Tanning Water Mousse, and I've had that for a couple of years, and I really like that because you put it on and you do get the instant tan. But I just wanted to try this Disco Tan product kind of because I like the name, and I just wanted to try it. All right, so I think that's it for skincare. You know, I don't buy a ton of my skincare at Sephora. The rest of my skincare is much, much less expensive than things that they sell there. Let's move on to hair care. I've got a couple of great hair products for you guys, especially things that you may be needing right now. One of which is the Rita Hazan Root Concealer. This is an instant root touch-up for gray roots. You would never know it, but I have about an inch of gray on each side of my part right now. My part of my hair over here. I could show you all my gray hair. Check it out, right? But because I gave myself a spritz with this earlier today, you cannot see my gray roots. And this is my favorite of the instant root touch-up products. I don't need a new one of these because I just bought this one, so that's not in my cart. And the dupe for this, of course, is the L'Oreal Root Cover, I think it's called, or Root Touch-Up Spray, something like that. I'll link it below. I like this one a little bit better. They both give your hair kind of a little bit of a dirty feeling, not greasy, but just like gunky, I guess. And this one is a little less gunky and a little less matte than that one. I really love these. They stay in place. They stay in place through a washing. They're really great. Okay, now I think I am going to be repurchasing my favorite shampoo. It's the Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind Matcha and Apple Replenishing Superfood Shampoo. I've been using this for a couple of years. I really love this shampoo. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking me lately about the Colleen Rothschild shampoo, and I have received that in PR. I used it once and I was like, I don't know. I didn't feel like my hair was as good as with my Briogeo. So I have to use it a couple more times just to see, to make sure how I feel about it. It seems like, you know, when you're down to here, you think like, oh yeah, I don't need one, but then all of a sudden you turn around and it's like down to here and you're like, oh my God, I need one. So with the delayed shipping times, I don't know, I feel like I should kind of order one. The last thing in hair care is from Briogeo. This is a leave-in conditioning spray. It's called Rosarco Milk. And I don't really use this as a conditioning spray. I actually do use the Colleen Rothschild leave-in hair treatment conditioner. It's like an oil conditioner, and that's what I use to style my hair with. But lately I've been using this to help like mellow out my curls so they look more just like a little bit more of a natural wave, because I curl my hair with the beach waver and those curls come out very ringlety when you first let them out. And so, you know, I kind of give them a yank when they're still warm and everything, but I just take a little bit of this and I spritz it into my hands, and then I just run my hands through my hair, and it just makes it so soft and so shiny, and it just kind of mellows out the curls so they're just more like waves. I do not have a dupe for that, and I don't have a dupe for that. All right, so on to makeup. So the first two things that I want to show you are things that are in my cart. Number one is the Fenty Amplify Eyelid Primer. This is my holy grail eyelid primer. If you are a mature person who has crepey lids, hooded lids, droopy lids, sagging lids, freckled lids, veiny lids, all the things that your lids can be as you get older, this is your solution for that. It's a really brightening kind of pink tone, and it really helps to kind of disguise any discolorations. And there's something about this that when I put it on, it actually helps to start like holding my hoods back. Don't even ask me what I'm saying about this, but literally I think it's true. This makes any eyeshadow better. It makes the color payout better. It makes it last longer. It makes it not crease. It just improves everything. So I am ordering another one of those because I've been using this one for about, I want to say, a year and a half maybe, and it's getting pretty dried out and it's getting pretty empty at this point, so I am ordering another one of those. And then the other thing in makeup that I'm ordering is a new Urban Decay 24/7 lip pencil in Naked. I go through about one of these a year, and this one's looking like it's only going to last for, I don't know, 2 or 3 more sharpenings, and then that'll be the end of that one. So definitely have to have this on hand. This is the lip liner that will keep any lipstick from running up into your lip lines. It keeps your lipstick on longer. It's never drying. It just is the most fabulous lip liner, and it goes with everything because it's the perfect nude. I have purchased it in lots of other colors. So I have it in Rush, I have it in Peyote, and I have it in Manic, all of which are good colors. So anyway, you just can't go wrong with that, but Naked is by far my favorite. That's the one that I'm repurchasing this time. Did I say 2? There's actually 3 things in my cart that I'm buying. The other one is a new one of my Lancome Mackie Complete. This is my under eye concealer that I love so much. I am testing concealers for a new under eye concealer video, and so far I've tested, I want to say 6 of them. And so far this is still in the lead. I always recommend the Marc Jacobs eyeliner pencils to you guys in this video, but I did dupe it in the dupes video. I didn't dupe this color, which is Think. This is a gorgeous navy blue color. This is the one I'm wearing today, and it is one of my favorites. The one I duped was called Irony, and it's a dark matte kind of warm gray color, so you can find that one in the dupes video. You know, I'm not buying any of these because I have plenty, but if you're looking for an eyeliner that is waterproof, that stays where you put it, that doesn't transfer from your upper waterline to your lower waterline, doesn't dribble, doesn't run, doesn't do anything naughty, doesn't hurt my eyes, doesn't affect my contacts, you know, it's the perfect eyeliner. The brand that's the closest dupe to these, not necessarily this color, are the Essence Extreme Lasting eyeliners. These are waterproof as well. They do all the same good stuff as these. They don't come in as many great colors, like there's not a navy blue, but there is a good dark brown, there's good black. Another one of my faves in that is Rock and Taupe. That's a really good one, but these are great. Can't go wrong with those. The other thing that I duped in the dupes video was the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. Now, I'm not buying another one of these because I've bought 2 of them in the last month. I should have just waited for the sale. So these are the cream eyeshadows, and this one in Jean is so beautiful. It's like a soft shell pink color. So I can highly recommend this one. These have like the most beautiful whipped up texture, and they just go on the eyelid and spread so well. They're really, really nice. This is the other one I have called Marie Antoinette, and you know how I love a good taupe, and so this is in a nice taupe color. The lighter one is Jean, the darker one is Marie Antoinette. Oh, I just love them both so much. And the dupe that I had showed in the other video was the Revlon Color Stay Cream Eyeshadow. So that's a good dupe for those. I think that was all of the dupes that I had for recommendations here. The last couple things I'm going to recommend for the Sephora sale. Number 1 is this is my new Holy Grail foundation. So, you know, for me to find a Holy Grail, it takes like testing 100 different foundations. So you know it's a good one on mature skin. I'm like in love with this and really haven't worn much else since I first reviewed it and discovered it. So this is one of the things that you can get at 20% off. Great to get it at 20% off. So definitely recommend that if you hadn't tried this yet and were maybe waiting for a little of a discount. That's a good thing to try. One of my favorite products that I've really been loving this year is the Sephora I Love palette. And this isn't expensive to start with. I think it's only $18. And you know, if you can get this for 20% off, that is a real good discount. So this is just a great little palette, kind of perfect for these days where you're just doing maybe no makeup or no makeup look, or just an everyday kind of makeup. This is not what I'm wearing today. I was going to show you one of my other favorite palettes, but then I was like, too many palettes, too much makeup, don't show that. But I guess I'll show you just what I have on. You know, I used my favorites that I would have normally talked about in the video, so I'm just going to touch on them really quickly. If you're looking for a really great everyday palette, like if you just want to buy one palette and be done with it and have it be the perfect palette, I would recommend the Tartelette In Bloom palette. I just bought it recently and I love the thing. It has just the perfect mix of warms and cools, lights and darks, shimmers and mattes. It's got everything you need in one little palette. The lippy I have on today, of course, is the Urban Decay lip liner, but over the top I have on my favorite Hourglass Lip Stilo. Is that what it's called? Lipstick. This one is in Activist. I've been wearing this a ton lately. I don't know what it is about this color, but it just has been like making me so happy. It's really like a perfect like pinky nudie color. So there it is right there. That's what Activist looks like. For my blush today, I'm wearing the Ciate Glow 2 blush. This one is in Summer Love. Picked this up last year and I love this blush because it's a blush and a highlighter in one, so you can save yourself some money by, you know, not having to buy 2 different products. And I wanted to give you a little tip in this video. I noticed that mine had formed like a film over the top of it, and it was really hard to get any color out onto my brush. And so I just wanted to tell you the solution for that. You can just use plain old Scotch tape and rub it over the top surface of this, and it just pulls off that film that forms on top of some makeup. So you just basically put the tape on the surface of it, give it a little rub, and pull it off, and it just pulls off a little bit of whatever that crusty bit is that's on there, but it doesn't use up any of your product to do it. And I wanted to show you what was in my cart. So the first thing I'm getting is the Kiehl's Ultimate Strength Hand Salve. This is the most wonderful hand cream, hand lotion for those dry hands, you know, applying that hand sanitizer and washing your hands 1,000 times a day. My skin is getting so dry. So this is my favorite. I keep this one in my kitchen / bathroom downstairs so that I can slather up with it every single time I wash my hands. And the dupe for that is the Gold Bond Ultimate Healing Lotion with Aloe. I'll link that one below as well. That's another one. It's a little more greasy, so I keep that one by my bedside at night and I slather up my hands with that at night, but I do use the Kiehl's during the day because I don't feel like I need to wipe it off after I've used it. Okay, so that's the first thing. Then I already talked about the Urban Decay lip pencil, talked about the Clinique, oh, the Laneige lip sleeping mask, and the lip glowy balm. So I had bought the lip glowy balm in the last sale and I was so happy with it that I've used the whole thing up, so I needed to replace that. So I've got That in the grapefruit flavor, that's my favorite. And this is the most beautiful lip balm. It's not super shiny, like it doesn't have a hard shine. It almost has this like low luster sheen on the lips that just looks gorgeous. The Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask is my favorite overnight lip moisturizer. I love the grapefruit one, but they don't sell that at Sephora, so I am going to try the vanilla flavor just to see if I like it, but I'll link the grapefruit one down below. I get that one on Amazon. There's the Fenty eyelid primer, the It Confidence in a Gel Cream, the Lancome Mackie Complete, the Isle of Paradise, and the New Face Gel. So that's everything in my cart. So that wraps up the video for today, everybody. I sure hope you found it helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. So have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.